Hey everyone, welcome back to my third YouTube video. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you haven't checked those out yet, please take a look. Maybe after this video, maybe now, whatever, I won't judge. I tried yesterday to get this recording out. Had bad luck with running out of batteries on my mixer and then having problems with the camera running out of batteries. It's just a big clusterfuck of shit. Anyway, to shut my fucking mouth. Let's get right into it. So this game came out yesterday, which was January 29th. It's an HD remastered, and that's Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. This game is so worth the $29.99 price tag.
Super fun.
Great nostalgic trip. I don't know why I paused when I said that, but it's good. It's a good throwback. I'm sorry for the noise. I got the heater for the house going. My dog's gonna probably be fucking making some noise because she just went outside. So, Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy originally came out in November of 2003. So we're talking the Nintendo GameCube, the PlayStation 2, and the original Xbox, which is my favorite system of all time. I never played it when it originally came out. My cousin did. She raved about it. I ended up getting a copy of it later on, thanks to my cousin, for the original Xbox. Still never played it. Something about it never caught my interest. Not because I thought it was bad by any stretch of imagination. It just, nothing about it right away caught my interest. And I know when this game came out, it didn't sell really well. And I think, it just kind of fell on the radar. And I thank THQ for doing this. And I was trying to ask myself before this game came out, why this one made the list, why this one got an HD makeup, and why the Switch. And after playing it for about 3 or so hours, maybe close to 4, I see why. And all I can say for starters is that I'm sorry I didn't play this when it came out many years ago. I really thank THQ for bringing this, resurfacing. That's my dog, as I have already warned. It's just one of those hidden gems that if this didn't happen, if this was not brought on a very popular system, I just think it just would be the Forgotten Vault, and just no one would know about it. Or they'd be like, oh yeah, I think that game, I vaguely remember it. Such a traditional action platformer puzzle kind of game. It's your standard Banjo-Kazooie, Mario 64, Conker's Bad Fur Day, just not, with all the adult content, and a little bit of like Zelda and stuff. It's where you kind of meet different characters. The storyline's kind of just, cute, family friendly. But also, you got to collect stuff. It's a collectathon / action platformer, and what have you. It's just a very simple story. I don't want to dive too much into it. Just basically, this guy is training under a higher priest or whatever. I know I'm going to probably get this wrong. And anyway, there's a backstory of a prince in the game that is having issues, gets kind of double crossed by his brother, and then that's where this mummy comes in. I'm trying not to give too much away, especially for first timers into this game who haven't played. So, but it's a very simple story. All the characters are really generic, but it's fun. It's a very simple, safe, no-brainer kind of game. But the puzzles are really fun, and it takes you a second to kind of see what they want you to do, and then once you kind of figure it out, you're like, oh fuck yeah, that's it. God, I must be a dumb bastard. Things are gonna get easier. So anyway, things I'm not crazy about. Again, it's a small list. I'm not really digging the camera, and then that's a lot of games that came out around this time. Like the camera's just a little wonky. You may jump from one platform to another, and then the camera's kind of like up here, or it's like down there, and it's like it's like a weird fucking angle, and you can't figure it out. You're like crammed. You're like this. You're like, what the fuck do I do? It takes a little while for the camera to kind of adjust manually, automatically, or if you want to do it manually, it's kind of slow, it's kind of stiff. It's like it does cameras like da 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 da. One way or another, it kind of fights you a little bit, and that's kind of annoying, especially because it's a platforming game. You need to see what's in front of you, and sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes I could be, I may believe the front of this. The front of this is the guy's face. You jump, and now the camera is facing this way. So now you're like, well, that was a horrible example. If I jump, the camera's behind me, and then once I land on the platform, now the camera's facing the way it is now, and it's like, fuck, well, I need to see what's in front of me, not what the fuck's behind me. Camera's got a mind of its own. Let's keep it as simple as that, because I could just ramble on like a dickhead. So the jumping, and it sucks because 85% of this game is jumping or hopping to something. So the jumping is you have to hold, in this game I think it's you hold B or something, and if you hold B longer, you do a the jump's longer. It's like a delay. So there's a lot of times when I was losing a lot of lives where I went to go jump on something and I guess I just had to move off the ledge just a few half inches more and then I would have gotten it. It's just, so like the jumping's just a little weird. It's a little clunky. Again, this is not, I guess it's not judging the HD remastering. It's more just the mechanics of the game. Because moving on to the positives, it's a beautiful looking game. You would never be able to tell that this game came out. We're talking 2003 to 13 is 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're talking almost 6 years ago. God, I got to cut that down. So, you know, we're over a decade old, and with just a little bit of splash of HD touch-up, this game looks fantastic. It looks better than a lot of games, just a lot of games that have come out now that could be AAA or whatever, or charging, $20 more, maybe $30 more than this. There's no dialogue in the sense that we hear. There's no voiceover, so we're relying on text, which is totally fine. It's good to read every once in a while. This game, it's just fun. It's great. It kills a lot of time. I think it's about an 8-hour playtime run through. I guess if you're like new to puzzles or you suck ass like I do with puzzles, it will take longer. And like I said, I'm about almost 4 hours in, and from looking online, I'm maybe 20% into the game. It's gonna take me a little longer. Definitely a lot of content here, and I like that there's 3 different storylines going on, so you kind of feel like you're playing 3 different games. But obviously they're all cohesive within the story plot, but it's nice. It just changes up the game. Nothing feels stale. If you come across this, if you see it in the store and you're saying to yourself, well, what the hell is that? And you happen to watch my video, I totally recommend this. Overall score, I would definitely give this a solid 8 out of 10. It's not a perfect game. The camera sometimes can really kind of break the flow of the game. You could be in the rhythm, everything's working well, and then you have, that issue with cameras, and it can fuck you certain times. It could really. Other than that, solid 8. $30, you see it for that. You see in this video, I totally recommend it. And if you get it, enjoy. And if you don't, oh well. All right, guys, that's another video down. I hope you enjoyed. I know here in New York, tomorrow it's supposed to be extremely fucking cold, like Jake Gyllenhaal Day After Tomorrow cold. So for those living in New York, those I know in Chicago are dealing with the polar vortex hardcore. So if you guys are out there watching out there, or anybody in New York, or just anybody in general, just stay warm, stay safe, and as always, until next time, peace out.